It just needs to happen, and the benefit of this is you have some players, if need be, can drop down to the defensive position to get yourself set up.
An early face-off, an early whistle, and 10 seconds in, we'll move the face. Save percentage of 89.1. Manning the net for Elmira is number 29, Daniel McCarthy. McCarthy comes in with a personal record of 3 wins and 3 losses, a goals against average of .360, a save percentage of 89.9. As this will be controlled by the Eagles in their own end, not out. A shot from the point off the stick of Franklin Berry gets the flex.
And forcing a good forecheck down in Danbury's end.
Adam Palameke, first time that we're seeing him back in Danbury as he comes back from injury. Palameke in the corner. Manages to loosen up the puck. Misha Mashar will take it, and now Dylan Weber. Weber top of the circle, rips one wide. At the near side point, Connor Lefkoff sends one off the side of the cage. Knocked down and out of the zone. Back to retrieve is Wojciechowski. On him is Liebold, but he swings it far side for Palameke. Palameke absorbs a hit, gets the puck into the Elmira zone. Off the high glass. Darling, pass intercepted. Here comes Dylan Weber the other way. Weber drops off for Kevin Remsen. Remsen a snapshot, saved. Into the corner now. It's Remsen with the puck again. Remsen tries forcing it along for Weber. Also involved is Brandon Cope. Cope drops down low. Remsen. Remsen swings one through the crease. Weber got a stick on it, but not enough. Now Weber again. Forced off the puck, and so it'll be Liam Murphy. Up to the near side for Liebold. Liebold from the red line will send one in on goal. O'Brien will make a glove save and leave it along for Cole Madzy.
Couple good chances so far for Danbury in the attacking zone. Good rebound opportunities from McCarthy. They just haven't jumped on him.
Back in front, saved by O'Brien. The rebound ends up on the side of the cage. O'Brien sees this go off his stick a couple times, not out of the zone. Murphy a shot, saved by O'Brien. Well, Jack, as you were mentioning, it's just as soon as Danbury gets some offensive pressure, Elmira with their best opportunity early on in this game.
Absolutely, and it's because Shane O'Brien was able to keep his right pad and stick down on the ice that rebound doesn't go in on the back.
It'll be Dylan Weber on the draw for Danbury on a 50-50 draw up against Ethan Fuller. Puck comes out, and it's collected by the Danbury defense. As far as the red line before, it's turned over. Now Fuller coming back the other way. Fuller knocked off the puck by Lefkoff. Weber, long pass. It's intended for Cope. A little too far for Cope. No icing on the play as Cope sends it behind the net. Getting there first is Remsen. Remsen reverses right back to the near side corner where Brandon Cope will pick it up. Cope thought about a shot, instead goes back to the point. Lefkoff shot goes wide. Remsen forces it behind the net. Getting there first is Fuller. Fuller sends it around to the near side wall. Lefkoff pinching in, sends it right back for Cope. Cope, his backhand pass fanned upon. Still in that Zamboni corner it's worked for. Remsen had his stick lifted, couldn't get a handle on it. And now Connor Lefkoff once again for Danbury. Another nice stick lift by Sam Miller frees up the puck. Weber in the corner. Lefkoff looking for it. It's in his skates. Sends it right into the glove of Walton, whose shot is blocked. And now Lefkoff up ahead for Cope. Cope all by himself as Danbury's in the middle of a chain.
You see Alex Fernandez.
Oh, that's the reason why the goaltenders wear their masks on the bench, as this shot from the point is blocked. For John Cosa, it is his 10th goal of the season. And it gives Elmira the 1-0 lead as Skinner gives along from Murphy. Murphy sends this through a dangerous area, but niftily played up ahead, not a little too far. It's a hand pass over the neutral zone into the Elmira end. Remsen deflected on goal, and McCarthy had to be sharp.
Yeah, kind of a wild shot there. Cope just sticks his stick out, gets a piece of the puck, and it rolled right in front.
In front, poking one wide, was Dylan Weber. McCarthy tried to block the pass. Instead, he sent it right through the blue paint.
Yeah, a couple of really good chances there for Danbury in front.
Liebold gets it over the blue line. Lefkoff gives along for Berry, who sends it back down deep. Delayed offsides, and so Elmira with an extra moment elects to send it off the boards all the way down the ice. The race is on. The whistle is blown, and the faceoff will come.
Side of the net, but the rebound chances. Donovan on the doorstep. Lefkoff blasts the shot high. They're there. They just have to get the final product.
It'll be nice when they finally find the back of the net. Here is Weber picking up a loose puck at the blue line. He'll chip one along for Berry. through the legs of Cope, and Darling will send it back down deep. Getting there first is Fogelgren for Elmira. He's canceled out by Madzi. Barry will wrap it around, but pinching in from the point is Darling. Darling falls down the play, but Kosa keeps it alive. His shot gets deflected to where the video
opportunities for Elmira going back the other way. Danbury needs to do a little bit more to eliminate that.
Left call from the neutral zone will send it back down deep with 75 to go in the period. Liebold on the near side, half wall gives back for Darling. Darling behind his own net. Fogelgren off the boards, kicked aside by Wojciechowski. And now here comes Brandon Cope the other way. Cope looking for an option, doesn't see one, so he takes a shot into the glove of McCarthy. Everybody
can't allow them to get into too many of those, or else they'll start to beat you.
Here's Murphy sending one through the front of the net. Jeffrey Walton got hit up high, but it goes undetected by the referee. Weber out of the zone. Forked along by Cope, and now we have a whistle. I believe this was open, wondering why there was a whistle. Either way, face-off back at center ice, won cleanly by Weber. And now Madzi, D-to-D across for Barry. He finds Cope, who sends it down deep. Behind the cage of McCarthy, it's Kevin Remsen who cuts to the puck first. Remsen, a centering attempt, is picked off by Liam Murphy, and Murphy will flip it out of the zone. In the referee's crease, Franklin Barry is able to get the puck back into the Elmira zone. Just as quickly, the Eagles can clear. In front of us, this is Jeff Walton. Walton lost possession. Fuller in support. Sends one through the slot off the stick of Murphy. It's a bouncing puck that goes off the high glass in the corner. Cole Madzi didn't like what he saw, so he'll retreat back behind the cage. Minute 45 gone by here in what's been an entertaining second period. No icing on this play, and so back to collect is Sam Miller. Myra against Dylan Weber. Weber with another face-off victory. Good to see Dylan Weber back out on the ice for the Danbury Colonials. Had an upper body injury a few weeks ago, and Danbury certainly missed his face-off prowess.
Yeah, he's so physical, too. He can get great boards play from him. Got a knack for scoring, too. Really good second line forward, and the only reason he's not on the top line is because you have Colby Donovan.
This is Weber behind the net. He gets dumped down into the corner, lost possession of the puck. Elmira unable to clear, at least momentarily. Finally, it's Fuller who takes the puck off of Cope's stick and gets it over the blue line. Using his body to defend the puck was Liam Murphy. Sends it off the boards. Pass was intended for Fuller. Instead, it will be Cole Madzi behind his own net. Looking for an option. Finds one on the far side in the form of Dylan Weber. And Weber will motor ahead through the neutral zone. Upon gaining the red line, he dumps it down deep. Getting to the puck first is Jared Meyer. Meyer then action here. Off the draw, it's Weber. Going back to McEnany at the point. Converted forward, gives along for Cope. Cope a shot saved by McCarthy. Rebound for Weber, gives along back to Cope. Cope tries giving along for McEnany at the blue line, just kept it alive. Now Lefkoff a shot, it was deflected by Donovan off the side of the net. Donovan dumped down from behind, no call coming on that. Donovan back up to his feet, keeps it in the zone. McEnany gives back Colby Donovan. Donovan fans on the shot as he had trouble corralling the pass. Now Cope gives along Lefkoff. Lefkoff gives back McEnany, a one-time shot saved by McCarthy.
Oh, great jump by McCarthy. He knew where that puck was going. He slid over, got his blocker in front.
Now Lefkoff again. Has McEnany to his left, but he turns it over. Now breakaway coming the other way for Javon Fogelgren. Fogelgren in, saved by O'Brien, and Cope will send it down the ice. Now Weber will chase after this. He'll beat out the icing call. McCarthy sends it into the near side corner. Weber still like a puck hawk, trying to get possession of it. It ends up at the blue line. Now Thomas Liebold going the other way. Liebold with three Colonials around him. Lost possession of the puck.
Ooh, a hold your breath moment there. What a save by Shane O'Brien. It all starts with the Connor Lefkoff misplay at the blue line, and Fogelgren was this close. He tried to tuck it in between the 5-hole, but O'Brien just stayed closed enough in the butterfly.
Pass back intended for McEnany, hops over a skid. So O'Brien at the top of the circle tries giving back to McEnany.
They're, again, getting opportunities in front of McCarthy to connect their deflection again, but they're just unable to find the back.
Dan McCarthy has seen 20 shots. He has stopped 20 shots. Looking for shot number 21 is Brandon Cope at the circle. His shot gloved by McCarthy, and he'll back to the bench of our right. My goodness. Nice move by Kosa as well, but stymied by the iron. So here's Cope seeing this puck go off of his backhand. Fogelgren picks it up at the blue line, manages to keep it onside. Fogelgren tries a backdoor pass for Liebold. That's knocked aside. Liebold will pick up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Puck in his skates as he does battle with Cole Madzy. Now Liebold sends it off of his skates. He was expecting Jared Meyer to play it a bit sooner. Instead, it's a turnover, and now Cope tries going inside out on William Darling. No sale there. Fogelgren by himself with 3 Danbury defenders to beat. Gets driven into the corner, lost possession. Connor Lefkoff up the far side. Sent off the boards. He manages to pick up Cope. Cope tries going through the legs of Sam Miller. Miller's able to get just enough on it.
That. I do play.
I'm not talking about a street hockey stick.
A legit hole. The puck can fit through it, right?
No, I think so, yeah. At least that's the way my stick always seemed to work out. Not sure if it was designed like that. I'm thinking more user error than anything else. Either way, 2-on-1 coming back the other way for Elmira. This is Murphy, but a diving play by Franklin Berry breaks it up, and Cole Madzy sends it all the way down the ice.
Again, Franklin Berry so strong at his own end. He shouldn't have to do that, though. Once again, Danbury on the penalty kill. They get beat at their own blue line, and there's only one defender back. You can't let that happen.
Fuller going behind the net, maintains possession as he goes back to the point. Swung back down low, and this will be Walton. Canceled out by Madzy, but Liam Murphy's there to pick it up. Now across Darling. Darling a shot, it goes wide. At the point, unable to keep the puck in the zone was Ian Skinner. Fuller will send it back down. Penalty has expired, and we're back to 5-a-side hockey. 6:40 to go here in the second period. Elmira still with the 1-0 lead. Puck deflected at the red line by McEnany, so no icing on the play. Turner intercepts the puck in the neutral zone. Can't do anything with it. By the way, it's the Reebok O stick that has holes in it. Those are the ones in the shaft. I'm going to have to find the one that actually has holes in the blade.
Is that truly a thing?
It is. The Reebok O stick was used by Pavel Datsyuk.
Wow.
Supposedly it makes it lighter while giving it more strength because circles are strong. Sent in from the blue line, they score. Ryan Wojciechowski with the silliest goal.
It goes back to the baseball lesson that you learn. When you're first learning baseball, you're taught to charge the ball, get your full body in front of it just in case of a funky hop. And that's exactly what happens if you don't get your body in front of the puck all the way. Can't take anything for granted. 1-1 game.
So through the neutral zone, this is Lefkoff. Lefkoff's shot gets blocked. A turnaround shot, sticked aside by McCarthy. Well, you figure Dan McCarthy, he's going to want an easy shot next just to get his feel back.
He's going to want a shot just to get his confidence back, just to say, hey, you know, that was a fluke.
Here's Liebold, a backhand shot handled by O'Brien. Dangerous setup by the Elm.
Just O'Brien and the shooter. Danbury's not blocking a ton of shots. Not a bad thing. We'd like to get a couple more bodies in front. But look at that. Shane O'Brien, first person of the puck. He's not being blocked by anyone.
And to your point, with a clear shooting lane, that shot came by Skinner. There was traffic, but O'Brien still manages to go post to post. And as you said, he's the first one to touch the puck.
And he's got good positioning, too. He knows when to hang back in his goal crease a little bit. He knows when to come out. And you see his movement front and back, left and right's been strong. I think the one criticism I really have of Shane O'Brien has been his 5-hole this season, and he's made a couple good saves on the 5-hole so far in this game. I think he's played a really, really sharp game, and the one goal he gives up is a 2-on-0 opportunity. There's really nothing you can do.
Well, Elmira has certainly tested Shane O'Brien as that one finds its way into O'Brien's glove. So Liebold will sit for 2. Danbury goes back onto the power play. They are 0 for 1 so far. McEnany for Cope. Cope, top of the circle, his shot goes wide. Rebound ends up on the stick of Remsen, who gives back to McEnany, who fans on the shot. And it'll be sent all the way down the ice by Jeffrey Walton.
We'll see what Danbury does with the build-up here. I talked to assistant coach Brian Allen. They made a change. Turning the puck over is not what they installed.
Yeah, and normally they got to have possession of the puck first, so it'll be McEnany who starts things off from behind his own net. Gives along for Kevin Remsen. Remsen has a clear lane into the Elmira zone, and he takes it. Drops off for Donovan. Given across Cope. Cope fakes the shot, now takes it, saved by McCarthy, and he'll hold on.
Yeah, he's got to shoot right at him, easy save.
It was Dylan Weber trying to cause some traffic in front of the net, but he was pushed out of the way. Now here is Cope, swiped off of his stick, racing up ahead, and coming up with the puck is Jeffrey Walton. Walton in on a breakaway, shorthanded. Walton saved by O'Brien, and no penalty shot this time.
Yeah, Lefkoff does well to come back, and it's just unable to handle the puck there is Walton. He just kind of lost it, and O'Brien stood tall.
McEnany misses high and wide and clears the puck for Elmira. So now it'll be Madsey. Up ahead, Cope. Cope stops, looks for an option, goes far side Donovan. Donovan along the goal line, that's off the side of the net. McCarthy unable to clear. Now Cope, a shot, they score! Brandon Cope!
A little bit earlier by Misha Mashar. Was a little bit shaken up. Then he lets that little bouncing puck from the red line go in. The second goal, he makes a good effort at the save. He just couldn't get there in time. But he just didn't look like, he didn't look himself.
Is not even on the bench, so we will not, I imagine we won't see him again today. And I wonder how this plays into Elmira's plans for tomorrow's game as well. So, answers to be figured out later on. We still have 19 minutes and 10 seconds of hockey left in regulation here as Lefkoff's shot is blocked down by Liam Murphy. Murphy will gain the Danbury zone, has it knocked off his stick, gets it back, and plays it along for Walton. Broken up by Wojciechowski. Turner can't get it over the blue line. He'll get another opportunity. This time it's Weber. Backhanded along for Lefkoff. Back for Weber. And now Brandon Cope up ahead. Cope sees this poked away by Angle as it was too far ahead.
Yeah, really nice play there for Angle because he's got not only a slow-rolling puck, but a fast-moving player coming at him. So it's two speeds to kind of match. He does a very good job at just staying.
Not happy with the call on the Danbury Colonials bench. That his team still maintains the one-goal lead. Here's Dylan Weber doing battle with Liebold. Now Madsey up the boards. Knocked down by Fogelgren. Cope looking to clear. He does. At the blue line, DeCola. Absorbs a hit from Weber, but managed to get the puck down deep. O'Brien sends it right up the same side wall. He finds Cope. Now Weber through the neutral zone. Dumping it down deep. In front, Cope managed to get a stick on it, and Angle makes the save.
Yeah, good save by Angle just to stay on that post, locked in. Cope, just a little flutter shot, did everything he could.
Liebold up the far side wall. Scooped up by Sam Miller. Miller gives along Fogelgren. Now Miller has the puck roll off of his stick. Everybody in the orange and gray looking for an offsides call. That was not coming. John.
It's again, not a ton of shots on goal. They're generating those chances. Now they're completely taken out because Danbury's power play has been strong. They've held possession. They get shots on goal. It just kind of eliminates the momentum that Elmira is trying to build.
Lefkoff and Cope, they switch positions a couple times, and then Lefkoff's shot gets blocked into the corner. Miller battling with Donovan. Donovan lifting the stick of Miller, trying to get possession of the puck. Good job by Sam Miller using his skates to maintain it, but now it pops on out for Cope. Cope has an option in Lefkoff. Instead, sends it back down into that corner. Dylan Weber this time with the puck, and Weber with the puck on his backhand drops it off for Cope. Fanning on the shot is Danbury. Now pass up ahead, hits Javon Fogelgren. Fogelgren in on a breakaway. He scores! For Danbury, Connor Lefkoff, Kyle McEnany manning the blue line. Off the draw, Darling. Can't clear. McEnany holds it. His shot deflects just wide. Now Weber for Cope and now McEnany. McEnany and Cope both drifting the same way. McEnany takes it the other way. He finds Lefkoff. Now McEnany. Back for Lefkoff. They're looking to set up Cope on that one-timer. It's how they got their power play goal in the second period. 15 seconds remains on the man advantage. Here's Weber with it again. He gives back for Cope. Cope a shot, ripped it wide. Donovan sees this go back up to the point. Lefkoff keeps it in the zone. Back for Cope again. Now McEnany. McEnany has some trouble corralling the pass. Cleared out of the zone. Lefkoff will glove it at the red line. And we're back to five-a-side hockey.
And that's a very good play, too, because coming out of the box was the fresh penalty-killed player in Myers. He came flying out, so Lefkoff has to.
Dylan Weber on the draw. A clean win by Kosa. Wrapped around to the near side wall, and it's Liebold simply swinging it out of the zone. Fogelgren was there, but he couldn't control the puck. Now Madzi. He gets turned around right in front of the Elmira bench. Got the puck down into the zone. Darling will swing it around. Puck on edge as it rolls finally across the goal. And it between the Danbury defense. At least there's no icing on the play. Wojciechowski falls down behind the cage, but from his backside manages to direct the puck along for Lefkoff. Lefkoff will send it off the glass and back into the Elmira zone. Weber chasing, sees the puck get swung over to the near side. It's Skinner sending one off his teammate Ethan Fuller. Glove down and touched by Weber.
It's kind of been, okay, get possession of the puck when we can and then just kind of dump it on in and see what happens, get to the neutral zone. They haven't really had much time to go the other way except for that 3-on-1 chance that Liebold just, a rarity, swings and misses at.
This one gets dumped in on goal, so no icing. As Franklin Berry turns it over. Ethan Fuller, top of the slot. His shot goes wide. Berry will be safer this time. He finds Remsen. Remsen gets it as far as the red line. Now sent back into the Danbury zone. Madzi will get there first. Watched closely by Walton. Madzi for Remsen, and Remsen this time will just send
the top line out there for Elmira.
No surprise as Fogelgren off the draw, and the face-off win by Kosa has the puck behind the net. Now Liebold tries centering it for Kosa. Instead it'll be Cope who picks it up for Danbury, and he finds it Remsen. Remsen sends it down deep. This one bounces out in front, and Engel has to hold on to it as
front of the net. They're dominating possession time in this game.
They actually have done a pretty good job of keeping the puck in the offensive zone. It's the odd man rushes as this is whistled.
A little bit too deep and just getting exposed at the blue line. Have to keep two guys back at all times now, but keep the offensive surge up.
We are getting close to the final 5 minutes of regulation time in a tied game. This is Miller up ahead for Murphy. Now Ethan Fuller swung back towards the slot. He was looking for Walton. Puck never made its way to him. Walton, this time with the puck, tries dumping it back down deep. It goes off the skates of Cole Madzi. And Jack, to your point about having two guys back, not expecting the defenseman to really lead the forecheck there. Lefkoff plays it off the boards. No icing on this play as it rolls all the way down. Andrew Engel will. This is Lefkoff once again. Danbury's defense tired, but still holding. McEnany, his pass, intercepted by Fogelgren. Weber keeps it alive in the zone. Weber with it one more time. This time cleared over to the near side, and Lefkoff will send it back down with under 3.5 to play in regulation.
And Zach, the reason Danbury's defenders are tired is because they keep carrying the puck up and going the full length of the ice. Connor Lefkoff, the main culprit.
Darling to the outside. He sent one wide. Check that, Murphy with the backhander that missed to the far side. DeCola, good to see him back out on the ice. Gives along for Fuller, who sends it down deep. Franklin Berry will be the first one there with 180 seconds to go in regulation time. Cope cycles it along for Madzi. Madzi with a little open space ahead of him. Gets it over the blue line, but not much farther. Skinner was waiting for him, and Cope will send it on down. No icing on the play, so Engel will leave it for Miller. Sam Miller coming out to his backhand side at the WestCon logo in the neutral zone. He falls down and lost possession of the puck. Franklin Berry will circle back into his own end. 2.5 to play. Pass back for Berry, who's corralled by the goaltender O'Brien. Now Berry, his pass goes through everybody. That ends up on goal, so no icing.
I'll tell you what, Jeffrey Walton's been the best forechecker for Elmira tonight.
Lefkoff leading things ahead. He'll send it into that far corner. DeCola will quickly turn away from Mastroni and lead things out of the zone. He finds Liam Murphy. Murphy driving to the outside, gets around Lefkoff. Murphy at the goal line, a shot saved by O'Brien. and he'll hold.
Too sure-handed in this game.
And that's the thing. It's a little hip check. What Lefkoff needs to do is he needs to take a hard C cut with that right skate of his and really put his body in the way.
Yeah, it's either 100% on the body or you got to match the speed with speed himself, and he kind of picked in between, and he gets burned for it.
Here come the Colonials out of their zone. Cope, his pass too far for McEnany, but McEnany got a piece of it, so no icing on the play. Behind the net, Cope comes up with it. He has Weber in the slot, goes back to Berry at the point. Berry a shot, deflected by Weber wide. Now Berry again.
They got their goal that they needed. Again, they played on Danbury's weakness, and they tied this thing up.
So 3-on-3 overtime for 5 minutes, but who knows how long it'll last. This is Dylan Weber coming on in. Liebold on top of him, and Weber gets knocked off the stick looking for a penalty, but there isn't one coming. Now Cole Madzia shot into the glove of Ian Skinner will join him as the defenseman. Now Madzia one-timer, easily handled by Angle. There, but Andrew Engle's going to stop that every day.
Yeah, and then, of course, it puts you to another face-off, and the odds of winning 2 in a row, tough.
Here is Weber with one knee on the ice. A shot by Kobe, scores!